Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikkie.
right
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Coffee with
Wake
Nikkie.
up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding and we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie, oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding and we riding, yo.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know if you can see me. A part of the video skipped, so let me know if you guys could hear and see me fine. Let me know what's popping in the chat. Let me know what's popping in the chat. Good morning. Let's see who's in the building. We have Jasmine is the first one in the building this morning. Good morning, Jasmine. She said it's a blessed day. It for sure is. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Betty Rose. We are blessed. Yes. Good morning, Linda. Linda said, I am blessed. Tiffany is in the building. Tiffany says, I am blessed and highly favored. Yes, yes, and yes. Crystal says, good morning, everyone. I am blessed. Good morning, Naomi. She's awake, alive, and blessed. Good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl said, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Lois. She said she is, wait a minute, what? I'm bleeding. I'm hoping you're saying you're blessed. Good morning, Jay. It's a blessed Tuesday. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, y'all can hear me and see me. We can hear and see fine. Good, 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 good. All clear, all clear. Good, good, good. The second part of the video didn't come up, not on my end anyway. So, I don't know what happened with that, but I will get it fixed. I will get it fixed. Good morning, Big Meech. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Trina. Yes, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? We've had rain consistently for, I think, about 3 or 4 days. Again, my garden is loving it. Some things are not because it's getting watered too much. But when the sun comes out and dries it all, hopefully everything will be back to normal. We're still expecting more rain. I think for the next 2 days, we're going to have more rain, which is good because Pennsylvania was issued a drought warning. And so they were asking us to voluntarily conserve our water and stuff like that. And so this rain was very beneficial for us. So it was a wonderful thing. But how many of you guys were here with us yesterday? How many of you guys were here when we were talking about the storms and the rain and the garden and how the storms of life affects us and it's only meant to grow us? How many of you guys were with us yesterday? Let me know in the chat. Put some ones in the chat. Taking you on my walk with my dog. All right, Trina, let's go for this nature walk. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. It was storming all last night. Lots of lightning. Same here. Same here. And the thunder was so loud. It was super loud. I have to turn my phone down. But yes, let me know how the weather is where you are. All right, everybody got ones in the chat. That's right. That's right. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? Miss Betty Rose, you missed a good one yesterday. Yesterday we were talking about storms and how they're meant to grow you and they're not meant to devastate you and take you out. They are meant for you to just be stronger through whatever trials and tribulations that you may be facing or any setbacks. And so that was what we were talking about yesterday. And I decided that I wanted to talk about storms yesterday because we had lots of rain and my green beans on Friday were just peeking out of the dirt. Not even they weren't even out. They were just a little bit. You could see that there was a green bean planted there, right? And then after all the rain, they came up. They have beautiful leaves on them. They came up with like in 2 days. 2 days they were up. And actually they were up on the next day, but they were bigger, the following day. But the rain really did help them out a lot, right? It got that deep watering that it need, and sometimes we need to have these storms because it's giving us the deep watering that we need to see what we are made up of. So that is what we were discussing yesterday. Today we're going to be discussing some things about business. We did some things about our emotional state and what storms are, and when the storms come, what we should do. We spoke about that yesterday, but today we're going to talk about how are you acquiring your customers, right? We're going to bring it back to business. How are you acquiring your customers? And that's what today is going to be about. Let me see. Okay, I know, finally getting over them storms. I know that's right. Hot and no rain. Oh, it's hot and no rain in Texas. 104 already. Like, we're barely kissing 80 degrees here in Pennsylvania. Barely kissing it. I think today we're going to be 79 degrees. We're barely kissing the 80-degree mark. And we are at the end of June. We should definitely be having some summer weather. But I think the seasons may be confused. I think we may be having our April season right now because it's been nothing but rain. It's been rainy and cloudy, and we've had some pockets of sunshine and some pockets of heat, but we have not had it consistently. Like, it does not even feel like summer here yet. So I don't know. I digress. Me and my conspiracy theories. I have some theories about it, but I'm not going to be discussing it here. I got some theories, but I'm not going to discuss it. But so today we're going to talk about acquiring. How do you acquire your customers? So does anybody have, or I'm just going to ask the question and you let me know. Do you have a way that you retain customers? Or a way that you acquire your customers? How do you do it? Yes, sometimes we get their email address, but then we don't do anything with it, right? But how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you get your customers' information? Put it in the chat. Let me know in the chat. We're going to talk about emails. We're going to talk about customer journeys. We're going to talk about leveraging your social media. We're going to be talking about lead magnets, the freebies that you offer. We're going to be discussing that today. Yes, we've touched on it plenty of times, and we're going to go over quite a few of the same topics because business is the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be some updates in how things are going to, the processes or the way you do things, but it's basically all going to be the same thing. You're always going to need to acquire customers. You're always going to need to retain your customers. You're always going to have a way to keep in constant communication with your customers. That's always going to be a thing. But if you're not consistently acquiring new customers, then you're going to have a problem when it's time for you to sell something, or when you're trying to make some money. When you want the cash flow to come in, you can't have it if you're not having a steady flow of customers coming in, right? Because you're recycling the customers. You got your new ones, you got your old ones, you got the ones that may have been there for a long time, the ones that just came into the funnel. You don't know if they're going to stay or not, and you just got to keep on recycling the people. And so that is what we're going to be discussing today, because I know for myself, and I know for a lot of you guys, that it doesn't just end after you get the customer's email address. You have to get the customer's email address, and you still have to communicate them. You still have to schmooze them. You still have to date them. You just don't go into it and be like, oh, I got your email address. Now I'm just going to bombard you when we have sales. Now I'm just going to keep on sending you emails about our new products, our new product launch, and things like that. That is not going to work. You have to romance your customers. You have to date your customers. You have to, on the first date, you're not trying, some people are trying to smash on the first date, right? But as a person of value, you're not trying to smash on the first date, right? You're trying to get to know somebody. You're trying to understand somebody. You're trying to see, how can you effectively communicate with this person, right? And so that is the same thing that we have to do with our customers. We have to see how we can communicate and engage with our customers. We have to see what works for our customers, where what bothers them, what makes them upset, what makes it, you know what I'm saying, what problems can we solve, those type of things, right? Like, where can I help you, where can I soothe this pain for you, right? This pain point for you, how can I soothe that? And so that is how we have to see our customers. Instead of just seeing them as an email grab, we have to be able to see them as, we got the email, but now it's our turn to do the work that is required of us, to make sure that they understand us, so that they can get to know us, so that they can understand our products, so that they can understand what our products can do for them. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we need to do. And a lot of the times we just overlook it, thinking that it's not important. The major thing is just the emails, and that is not important. I mean, it's not important, but that's not the most important thing, right? Because you have them, now you got to keep them. It's the same thing. Like, a guy get the girl, or the girl get the guy, or the girl get the girl, or the boy get the boy, however it works, right? And you got to do whatever you did in the first place to initially attract them. It may not be the same thing that is going to keep them attracted, right? So you're going to have to keep on doing new things. You're going to have to keep on testing the waters. You're going to have to keep on trying, getting out there and saying, oh, well, let's try this. Well, let's go here. Well, let's date. You still got to consistently date this person, especially if you want this person to fall in love with you and marry you. Same thing, same concept when you are acquiring your customers. Yes, 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 and yes. Let me know if y'all with me so far. Let me know if you're with me so far. Okay, Ms. Loy said it is high in the 10 high. The high is 101 today. Wow, I have a clipboard for my customers to get their email addresses. Good morning, Miss Deltra. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes. So, how many of you guys are with me? How many of you guys are with me knowing that you have to date your customers? You have to romance your customers. You have to start communicating with your customers in a relationship. If there's no communication, does that relationship work? It may work for a time, but it is not going to work in the long term, right? Excuse me, it's not going to work in the long term because there is no communication. If I can't talk to you and you can't talk to me, and we can't express ourselves, or discuss our issues, or things that we love, or things that we want to do with our life, if we can't do that, then clearly we're missing out, and we can't communicate with each other. And we're probably going to find somebody who is going to communicate with us on a deeper level that we're looking for. And the same with your customers. If you are not communicating to them well, they're going to communicate with somebody else, another company that is communicating with them well, that is trying to understand them, that is getting to know them, to want to know what their pain points are, speaking to those problems, and they're going to go there. No matter how dope your product is, no matter how good your customer service is, they're going to go there, right? Yes, you may have great customer service, but if I don't know what your products do, and it was just a fluke that I bought it, or maybe a friend referred me and I purchased this product, and I don't know anything else about the company or the product, I'm not going to stay here. Right? I'm going to go where the people are going to talk to me. I'm going to go to where the people are appreciating me. I'm going to go where the people are dating me, right? And schmoozing me. Right. And so we have to think about that. So when you are gathering your emails, you have to think about romanticizing your customers. You have to think about, you have to date them. You're not just going to, on the first night, you're not just going to smash, right? And I mean, some people do, but those people that just smash on the first night, they're not looking for no long-term commitments, right? And you want your customers to stay. You want them to have a lifetime commitment with you, right? And so how can we have a lifetime commitment with each other if I'm not expressing myself to you, if I'm not showing you what we do, if I'm not, you know what I'm saying, not telling you why we're so great, why I'm not showing you why you should choose me over the next person, right? We have to do that. How many of you guys are with me in the chat? Put ones in the chat if you're with me. Ones in the chat if you're with me. I just lost my light. I just lost one of my lights. So I'm going to move this one over here. Let me know if you're with me so far. Am I resonating, or are you not with it? Am I resonating, or you're not with it? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. And everybody, if you're in here and you just walked in, make sure that y'all hit that thumbs up button. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. All right, let me know if you with me. Put some ones in the chat. Put some ones in the chat. It is important to date your customers. We did a worksheet about this. I want to say last year we did it. We did a worksheet on dating your customers, romanticizing your customers. You have to be able to take them on a journey. You have to be able to take them from point A to point B to point C, and you have to do it all while loving on them, right? You can't just rush right into it and do it. You got to be loving on them. You got to be speaking their love language, right? You got to, good morning, Nina Rose. You got to get into what they are into, right? And you got to see where you can fit in that journey, right? And did I say good morning, Laura? Good morning, Laura. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Love how you're making this easy to understand. Thank you so much, Trina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have to make sure that you are engaging with them. How many of you guys engage with your customers after you grab their emails? Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. How many of you guys engage with your customers after you grab their emails? Or is the next time that you communicate with them about a sale or about a product launch or about anything random, but it has nothing to do with you welcoming them to your community. It has nothing to do with you expressing who you are. It has nothing to do with why you started your business. It has nothing to do with why you choose certain ingredients for your products. It has nothing to do with the importance of your products and what does it do. You know, the whatever it does for your customers, right? It has nothing to do with that, right? All you're doing is being salesy, 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 shoving it down their throat, shoving it in their face, and they're pause. And you're only doing that, and your customers are getting like, first of all, they're getting agitated because they don't want. How many times you go to a store and people just trying to sell you something and you like, wait a minute, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know I need it, right? People just trying to sell, 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 sell. Like, I hate when I go to McDonald's, and I really don't eat McDonald's a lot, or any drive through, and they say you're trying to convey what your order is, and they're like, are you done? Or does that complete your order? Does that complete your order? Right when you're still explaining. Like, I cannot stand, like, can I get what I want out first? Can I tell you what I want to eat first? Can I tell you what I like first? Or how I want my food first before you ask me, does that complete your order? No, it doesn't complete my order. And when I finish completing my order, I'll let you know. So, this is the same way your customers are looking at you, right? Because you like, can I complete your order? I just met you at my pop-up shop. Can I complete your order? Wait a minute, but what do you sell? I know I seen you at the pop-up shop and you had a few candles, but I don't really know what you sell. I don't even know who you are. I don't know anything about this company, right? And you like, does that complete your order? Does that complete your order? And they're like, you know what? I don't have to be here. I'm going to go somewhere else. Maybe they'll talk to me differently at another time, right? And it may not be the way I'm saying it, but in the end, that's exactly how they're looking at it. And think about yourself. Do you think about it like that? But let me see how many of you guys engage after grabbing your customers' email addresses. Let me see what you say. Good morning, Nina Rose Treasures. I said that unfortunately, I just really started. I'm trying to work on consistency. Yes, yes, and yes. I get it. All right, how many of you guys, you get their emails and then what you do? Do you engage with them after you get their email address? Let me know in the chat. Say yes, say no. Say yes or say no. Or you can say, I don't send out emails yet. I don't have my email marketing together yet. You can let me know in the chat. Which one is it? Let me know. Let me know. All right, so you grabbing emails and not communicating. Now, today we're going to talk about, just think about how you can engage with them. Depending on whatever platform you have. I know Klaviyo has it. I know MailChimp has it. And they have these customer journey templates that you can utilize so that when the customer comes in, they have options. So if they came into they did the welcome, and so you send them out a welcome email. Maybe a couple of days later, you can set the duration, however many days or however many hours you want to send them the follow-up email. And you can say, I'm so glad that you're a part of this, who I am, or whatever you want to say on the second part of that, right? And then if they, say whatever, then you can keep on adding to the journey. But you can order, it's going to be automated. You don't have to worry about being in constant communication with them all the time if you set up a customer journey. Now, like I said, I know Klaviyo they have a customer journey for different parts of where your customer comes in at, or they have a welcome journey, they have an abandoned cart journey, they have a VIP journey. Like, they have a bunch of journeys in the Klaviyo system that you can utilize, and it will be automated. You don't have to be in constant communication with them, because this will do the trick for you. This will get them through the funnel, right? This will warm them up. This will be your dating app. This will be your dating app for you to get them through, right? So that you can say, oh, we finally made this date. We made this date happen. And so that's when you can sell, right? Because they nice and warmed up. They ready for you. They ready to go. They ready to purchase, credit card in hand, ready to go, right? But you have to get them through the process first. And so all of that can be automated. So a lot of us is thinking that we don't have to automate, right? We think that, oh, we'll send out emails whenever we send out emails. And when we decide that we're going to send out emails, it's not even in enough time. Like, you're not giving yourself, a lot of you guys are not communicating enough. Sometimes you send out an email once a month. Maybe you send it out seasonally. Maybe you send it out every couple of weeks. It depends. Everybody is not consistent with sending out their emails. You're not sending out emails every week. I have some people that I get emails from every single day, right? And so their point of sending me an email every single day is that I'm going to get tired of seeing them. Either I'm going to unsubscribe, or I'm going to finally open up an email. And when I finally open up an email, it's going to be like, oh, right? And so I'm going to click on whatever it is that they got going on, because now I want to know what it is, right? And so it depends on what you're planning on doing, but you can automate these things, right? And so let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat. I don't have email marketing. I don't have my email marketing together. I don't have an email list yet. I don't have my email marketing together. Good morning, Angie. I got a few email addresses from my last market, and I just don't know what to send out. I would like to say thank you, but I would also like to do an offer or of some kind. So Cheryl, you can basically say thank you so much. I appreciate you shopping at our booth at whatever event. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Cheryl, da 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 da, and I own Sobella, and we offer blah 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 blah. And since you came to our booth and you gave us your email, I would like to offer you a 10% discount for your first online order. Boom, there you go, right? Send out that email. A lot of us use the AI tools and come up with ways to do customer journeys. I use the AI tool in creating freebies for you guys. I have wrote down what some freebies, some lead magnets, some things that will entice your customers to want to give you their email address. There's got to be an even exchange. I'm giving you my email address. What are you giving me? Everybody wants to know what's in it for them. So I have that further down the line, but you can also use AI to ask, to construct an email for you, to create a customer journey for you, to create an automated sequence for your customers. You can do that using the AI tool, but you change it with your wording, with your brand tone, and the way that you speak, right? That's all you have to do. It is not that difficult. You can it will automate on its own. You put the information in, but you put the schedule, you schedule it out to when you want it to go out. Boom, bam, bidip, it's gone, right? I scheduled out emails this morning, right? Well, not this. I did at like 6:00, but they were going out at 9 a.m. Right? Scheduling out emails. That way, that takes off something else off your plate, right? It takes off something else on your plate so that you don't have to say, oh my gosh, it's 7:00. I'm launching at 8:00. I forgot to send my emails out. You can sit there at the beginning of the week, plan out all of your emails, Type them all in, schedule them all out, and they will go out at the scheduled time that you selected. Right? And so we don't need to overthink it. Email marketing is one of the best ways to stay in constant communication with your customers. Why? Because you own your emails, right? A lot of the platforms that we on our social media and different things like Etsy, we don't own the contacts on those emails on those platforms, right? And so we need a way that we can acquire them and we can have access to them whenever we need them. When your sales are slow, guess what? If you have a good email list, you could send out things out to your email list and you could tell them you have a sale going on. You could offer something to your VIP customers and whatever VIP looks like for you, right? You can send something to people who have not bought yet. You can ask them, we seen that you signed up, but we wanted to know, what can we do to serve you better? How can we serve you better? What are you looking for? Some things like that. That makes people feel like, oh, okay, they're paying attention to me. Oh, okay, they really want to know about me. And you do these things with your email list, you'll be able to have consistent sales. You'll be able to generate some income and some revenue from your email list. Yes? Yes, yes, and yes. How many of you guys understand what I'm saying? How many of you guys are picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know. I like Klaviyo was having issues getting my customers info over. So I ended up using Shopify emailing and it's working fine so far. We did have a guy on our live in the session studio, and he did a whole thing on Klaviyo. If you are a part of the Honor Society, you can access that video. He walked you through it. Also, if you contact them, they will also set the thing up for you. If they set up your journeys and things like that, it is a fee, but they will transfer your data and all of your everything else over to your new Klaviyo account, and they'll do that for free. They'll do that for free. Yo, welcome, Cheryl. Yep, create a segment of your market customers and you can set up a flow specifically for them, right? Exactly. You can set up a flow specifically for your market people, because then you can say, okay, I met them at this particular market. When people see, it's the same thing like when you meet somebody and they say your name, right? Or when they see you again and they greet you by name. It's a difference than I'm acting like I don't know your name, right? Because now it's like, well, do you even remember who I am? Do you even remember like where we met or whatever? It's a difference, right? When people say your name, you feel a certain type of way, like, hey, they're talking specifically to me, especially if I haven't seen you in a while and you're speaking to me and hey, Nikki, how are you? How's everything? How's Bubble Babes? This is why we take little bits of information about our customers and we, like Jasmine says, we segment it so that we can have communication with them that is more, specific to them, right? Because I met you in a certain place. I'm going to address you by your name. And you don't even have to really know their name. You can, there's these, the fields that you can use and put their name in it. So it'll say hello in their name, right? Nice meeting you at whatever pop-up shop we were at. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is blah, 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 right? You have that option to do that. That is what these email platforms, they offer for you guys. So the two that I use is Klaviyo and MailChimp. I'm also using ConvertKit, but I'm not loving ConvertKit. I'm loving ConvertKit because I'm loving the price, but I'm not loving it because of the features. So, yeah. So you could just have to find something that really works for you. I know MailChimp, it may be $9.99 or it may be free up to a certain amount of subscribers. And the same with Klaviyo. I think it's free up until 250 subscribers. And then I also think that there's a cap on how many emails can go out. And what else? I think that's it. And so you could utilize these things, but everybody needs to have email marketing because you have to be able to come back and be able to engage with the people who bumped into you, right? Because if you don't engage with them, if you don't grab their email, what's the chances of you bumping into each other again? Right? And so your email is going to be something that is going to help you, especially if you did an event and you're doing another event in the same area or not too far area. You can invite those people on out to your next event. And you could say, you know what, we're going to be at this event. We're going to have some new products. If you did a little research and you wanted to even go a little further, and once you get bigger, this is going to be more difficult. But again, segmenting. If they love certain candles, if you see that when they purchase certain scents, you could send them an email and say, well, we're going to have new lavender candles in. We're going to have our new candle collection. We've seen that you purchased candles before. We're going to have our new candle collection. And even if you don't, like if you did your pop-up, your pop-ups for your emails, you can actually add questions in there so that you can put them into that segment. So if I know that I look at my customers and I see all the people who purchase any of the beauty products, right? If they purchase beauty products, they're in my segment for beauty lovers. Why? Because I'm going to send them information and content about anything that has anything to do with my beauty. If they have dry skin, I'm going to put them in my dry skin segment. Why? Because I'm going to send them information about dry skin. I'm going to send them information about the new products that may be coming out, maybe things to try. But I'll be able to do that as opposed to sending the dry skin information to the beauty lovers and sending all this information to everybody that is not, they're not really concerned about. So this is a great idea to segment them. And then when you ask questions, you can say, well, do you love candles? Do you love room sprays? Would you like our discounts? Like, you can ask them all kinds of things in these forms. They have these available for you when you do your email marketing. And let me see. Trina says, this one candle company I subscribe to sends me an email every single day. It's actually kind of annoying. All of their emails are salesy, but I look for ideas. So if you know, and so this is valuable information, right, Trina? This is such valuable information to you, because if you know that every day that they send you emails and they're so annoying with their emails and they're so salesy, what could you do that's going to be different? How could you offer some emails daily that is going to be beneficial to your candle lovers? How can you offer something that they're going to enjoy? What can you offer them of value that they're going to want to click your emails every day? So since you have that experience, you know what you don't like. So looking at what you don't like, how could you make that experience better? If you're looking at it as a consumer and you're looking and saying that that's annoying, well, what can you do if you put yourself in a customer's position? What can you do as a candle maker to offer value to that customer? Right? What could make this experience so much better? Maybe I can tell you about scents. Maybe I can tell you about the psychology of scents. Maybe I can tell you places or suggestions where you can put your candle. Maybe I can tell you how to take care of your candle, how to make your candle last longer. Maybe I can tell you how to mix your scents up. If you like this candle and this candle, this will take you to this place, or this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I can tell you some different things about my candle in particular that is just not about me selling a product to you, right? Because that's what people want. Entertain me, engage me, educate me, right? This is what your customers want. And so how can you, knowing what you know, how could you make that a different experience for your customers? Are y'all feeling what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all with me. I've been loving the fact that you can create an automatic email flow segment, right? You can set time you send, etc. Yes, and yes. Good morning, Chef. Good morning. All right, y'all with me? So it looks like y'all with me. So I want you guys to take this information and I want y'all to write that down. And I want you just to start brainstorming. What ideas can you do? If you know somebody sends you emails every single day and it annoys the crap out of you, what could you do that is not going to annoy them, right? What could you offer that is going to be helpful to them, right? And so you guys make sure that you put that in the chat. Put that in chat. Not put that in chat. Put that in your email. Sorry. Put that in your email. So I really was talking about different things today. I wanted to talk about customer acquisition, and we kind of spoke more on email marketing. So I'm going to bring it back a little bit. Cousins in the building. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit, and so we're gonna talk about acquiring customers. So, let me know if you guys are clear on email marketing. Put ones in the chat if you're clear. Or matter of fact, don't put ones in the chat. Say I'm clear. If you're clear with the email marketing, put I'm clear. You may need help with the segmenting and things like that. That's understandable, but all you have to do is they have plenty of tutorials and things like that. And you can also look those up on YouTube on how to segment your email list. And you can find that again on YouTube. You can find it on the websites itself. So you can go to MailChimp and you can go to Klaviyo. They have tutorials on there too, so that you can get your segments together. So let me know if you're with me. Let me know if you're with me. I'm sort of clear. Okay. Okay. Jasmine says she's clear. Angie says she's clear. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Jay says she's clear. Tiffany is clear. Yes, yes, and yes. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay, so it's important for you to acquire customers again. Why? Because it's going to bring you business. It is going to bring you money. It's going to bring you orders. So you have to make sure that you take acquiring customers very important. You take it very serious, right? Because if you don't have customers, you don't have sales. Yes? Right? Put in the chat. If I don't have customers, I don't have sales. If I don't have customers, I don't have sales. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I'm clear. Thank you, Nikki. You're welcome. Put it in the chat. So this is why customer acquisition is so important, right? And so you want to nurture them. This is what we were talking about previously. You want to nurture them. You want to date them. You want to make sure that you're schmoozing them. You want to make sure that you're getting them ready so that they're ready to purchase. So when it's time to purchase, there is no other question in their mind. You are definitely the person for me. You're definitely the brand for me. Why? Because you did everything I needed you to do. I know who you are. I know what you stand for. I know why you created this company. And this is why I want to shop with you. This is why I will be an advocate for your business. This is why I will share whatever you have with the world, no matter what. This is why I will be in your comments riding for you. This is why, you ever notice that when people have a certain following, they have a big following, and they have people in the comments that are answering for the person, the influencer or the business. They have people answering those questions for them because they've done a good enough job educating their customers, right? They did a good enough job converting their customers, right? And so now they converted their customers, and now their customers are now advocates for the business. And so they can answer the questions in the chat. Sometimes it get a little snippy, you know what I'm saying? But you want your customers to turn into the advocates because they will take care of you in the comment section. This is like Rihanna stands. It's like Nicki Minaj stands. You can't say nothing bad about her. Or if you want to know about what's coming up or what she's doing, the stands will know. They'll tell you what's popping. Next time she's going to be in Connecticut. The next time she's going to be here. They'll be able to tell you that. Right? And so this is the kind of customer, these are the kind of follow, this is the kind of following you want to create. You want to create like Lush has that cult following. They love Lush, right? You want to create that for your own brand. How can you create that for your own brand? These people are talking about the product and the company. Why? Because they know so much about it. Why do they know so much about it? Because the company did a great job educating them, right? And so we want to do the same. Yes? Yes? Let me see where we at. I don't have customers, I don't have sales. That's right. Put it in the chat. If I don't have customers, I don't have sales. Put it in the chat if you have not yet. Put it in the chat if you have not yet. So another thing that I want to say is that you want to leverage your social media. This is what I was just talking about. You want to leverage your social media. How many of you guys are on social media? And I don't mean that you created an account and you post randomly. I mean, how many of you guys are on social media and you're posting regularly? Put I'm posting regularly, and if you're not, say I'm not. Let me know. Let me know. You are losing out on valuable information. You're losing out on this is free. You don't have to pay for advertising. You don't have to pay for anything, right? Not anyway, if it's not an ad, you may have to pay for it, but you don't have to pay to get in front of a large audience of people. You just got to be able to find your people, right? And you can, it's not even only just locally, you can find these people internationally, worldwide, right? You can be in front of the whole entire world on your social media platform. Why are you not utilizing your social media platform to take your business and dominate the area that you're doing business in. Why are you not utilizing your platform to do that? Why are you not utilizing your platform to get your message out there? Why are you not utilizing your platform so that everybody can see your brand and know your brand and love your brand and get to know you? Why are you not utilizing your platform? A lot of us is, we look at them younger girls, and I always make a mention of this. The younger girls that are out there becoming millionaires right now just because they were consistent on TikTok, just because they were consistent on YouTube, just because they were consistent on their social media platforms. They are doing it. Why? Because they don't have the fear of going out and putting their stuff on social media. They don't have a problem with consistency. They will show up no matter how they need to show up. They don't have a problem with going live in front of the camera because they'll go live every day if they need to, right? But why aren't you showing up for yourself when you can easily be in front of anybody? You can easily be in front of your ideal customer every single day if need be on social media. Why aren't you showing up on social media? Not enough. Miss Lois says I am posting regularly, and Miss Lois is at 1,500 followers on her Instagram, and so I'm not even sure where you started in the journey, but that is a celebration, right? When you see that you are gaining followers and you see that you're gaining customers, it is time for you to celebrate yourself. But if you're not doing it, why wouldn't you do it? Why would you hurt yourself and not be on social media? Not every business requires you to be on social media, but it does help, right? In the day and age that we are in right now, it does help for you to show up on social media. It does help for you to be consistent on social media, because what if you post one time a day and that one time, that one post don't get in front of your customer because your customer ain't on at that specific time? Then maybe you need to post a few more times so the algorithm can see, oh, okay, people are loving her content. She is consistent with her content. So let's push this content out a little bit more. Up. Let me see. Main camera. Use this one. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can see me. Can you see me? Put ones in the chat if you can see me. I had to change my camera because my battery died. Let me know if you can see me. Put ones in the chat. Okay, good. All right, so we back. We back. 1,300, and I started posting regularly 2 months ago. Okay, got you. All right, and so we have to make sure that we are showing up on our social media platforms, right? We have to make sure. Why? It's free. That's it. The main thing is that it's free. Why not show up on your social media platforms, right? And so I want you guys to commit to showing up on your social media platforms at least 2 to 3 times a day. At least, one sec, y'all. At least 2 to 3 times a day, right? Even Senya of Girlpreneur Essentials, she said when she started on TikTok, right? And she started selling lip gloss tubes. Then she started doing her marketing. Then, you know what I'm saying? But it started because she was on there. She was posting 3 to 5 times a day. 3 to 5 times a day. That may sound like a lot, but there's scheduling apps that you could use. You could use free scheduling apps. You could use apps like Meta. Meta is free. Your Facebook, you can go ahead and schedule out your content there, and it'll go across Facebook and Instagram. And I'm not even sure about anywhere else, but I also am about to try this new platform that I was telling you guys about. I have not pulled the trigger yet to purchase it, but I am going to try that because it allows you to be on all of the platforms, including TikTok. And so that makes it easier for those who want to be on TikTok, because TikTok didn't initially have a way to schedule out. I think you could on Planoly. I think they were allowing you to do TikTok, but you can do this on this other platform as well. And I forgot the name of the platform now. But you can definitely schedule it out. If you know that you want to show up 3 to 5 times, Schedule out that content. Think about what you want to put into that content. You have to also make sure you have those buckets. Remember, Coach T told you guys to make sure that your content is in certain buckets, right? You want to entertain, engage, motivate, inspire, sell. Those are the things that you want to do. What other kind of content are you going to do, right? Are you going to do some behind the scenes? You're going to be packing orders. Like, what are you going to do? And just put your content in those certain buckets and then schedule out when you're going to do it. And make sure that the content that you put out is quality content, right? Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all with me. Are you going to now show up? You should now be showing up on your social media at least 3 times a day. At least 3 times a day until your business starts cracking. When that business is popping, you may want to continue to do it that way, or you may want to do less, right? But either way, you want to be visible. You want to be omnipresent. You want to make sure that everybody can see you. Yes? Yes, yes, and yes. Hey, Eliana, good morning, good morning, good morning. I do have to learn TikTok. All right, got you. But the majority of my customers are from Facebook. So if the majority of your customers on Facebook, then you may want to show up, double down on Facebook. TikTok you can come to later. Double down on Facebook. Angie, if that's where you know your customers are, that's where you engage with them the most. Double down on Facebook and TikTok, and you can learn that on the back end. You don't have to learn that like at the same time, right? Because it's going to take away from the time that you could be putting into your Facebook. You want to make sure that you could just focus on that one and learn this one in the back end, or play around with it for 20 minutes or something like that. But you don't want to make it in priority time of you engaging your customers on Facebook, right? Eliana said, good morning, ladies. Now that I cleared my mind and decided to split my brand in two, I can move forward with posting and going forward with social media. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we all need a content strategy. We all need a plan. And I think I'm going to do a special class in the Honor Society to do content strategy and to create the content calendar, so that you can be making sure you're putting it into the buckets. You can also get feedback from the crew and see, what other people are thinking before you actually put it out there, right? Because if you want to know what somebody is thinking, we're going to have people in the room and you can ask them, okay, so this is what I'm thinking about the concept. This is what I'm thinking about, talking about for the week. This is how I'm thinking about doing it, and roll that out, right? And maybe it'll help you to flesh out the idea a little bit more concrete than how you had it, right? So yes, yes, and yes, everybody. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. So y'all with me in the chat? Let me know. I keep looking at my camera now because I'm used to looking up there, but I gotta look right here. I gotta look right here. So let me know if y'all with me, and let me know. So you gotta show up on your social media. That's what I have. To maximize your impact, create value. You could give them information on your social media that you're not necessarily going to give them in the email, right? They could see behind the scenes. They could see your personality. In the email, they may not be able to see. In the email, they're not going to be able to see your personality. They're basically reading a book. They're reading a page out of your book for your email marketing, right? But on your social media, you could basically show your personality. You could show, your product. You could show your process. You could show you shopping and doing things and going live. You can do all of those things with your social media platform. So your social media platform goes in hand with your email marketing, right? Because you're not offering one or the other. You're offering both. Yes? Everybody put both in the chat. You're not offering one or the other. You're not going to say, oh, I'm going to do email marketing and I'm not going to do social media. You're going to do social media and you're also going to do email marketing. Why? Because they work together, right? You're going to lead them into one place, and then the next place is going to take them to a whole nother place, right? You have to make sure that you're engaging. You have to make sure that you're talking to them. You have to make sure that they can see who you are and see your personality. They're going to vibe with your personality, right? And those people who vibe with your personality, they're definitely going to be coming back because they're going to want to know what you're doing next, right? And this way, if you feel like I don't want to send out emails every single day, right? You don't have to send out emails every single day. Tell them to follow you on social media. And they have the option to engage with your content. They have the option to do, to go and purchase or whatever it is that they're going to do based off your social media. Or they're looking at your social media and then they say, oh, I got an email from, this company. Let me check it out. And I'm going to see what they're talking about because now I'm interested. Their content is so engaging on social media. I want to see what they're doing. What are they offering? Let me check and see what's going on with this email, right? This is what you want to do. Everybody put both in the chat. Both in the chat. Put both in the chat. Put both in the chat. And so I did write, and before we got 7 minutes, right? So I want to talk about freebies that you can offer so that you can acquire your emails. And so we're probably going to talk more about email marketing tomorrow. Because I touched on some things, but I didn't touch on everything. And the way I had organized it, I kind of went all over the place. And so I hope that you guys followed me, because I done took y'all all over the place. I took y'all for a journey. I took you for a ride. But we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. But I did use the AI to come up with some creative freebies for you guys, so that when you're saying sign up for my email list, you're offering something that is of value to them, right? 10%, yes, that works. Sometimes it doesn't work consistently, right? It may work for some people, it may not work for others. You may have to do a little bit more. So what could you offer? Right now, I currently have a 10%. I am in the process of removing the 10% because I want to offer something more that is going to be of value, right? Sean always talks about value, bringing more value. So definitely going to be bringing more value. So let me know. Let me see what we got. I haven't been on Instagram in the 2 years I've been in business. Ooh, girl, you are missing out. You are missing out. I use Pinterest to practice consistency. Pinterest is the perfect place if you guys if you're selling products. Pinterest is the perfect place for you to be. Why? Because people are on there specifically looking for your thing, right? No matter what that thing is, they're looking for it. They're not there just wandering around on Pinterest. The people that are on Pinterest are looking for something, right? They're looking for something in specific, something in general. So, all right. So the first thing I did was I did some lead magnets for candle makers, right? And so you could do some freebies, you could do discounts, recipes, ebooks, things like that. I wouldn't give like too many pages for an ebook, maybe 3 pages if that, for an ebook. But maybe you want to send them something like how to take care of their candles, like a candle care or something. But let me just tell you the ideas that I got from AI, right? And so one of the things is a candle making guide. Most of you guys in here make candles. If you don't just make candles, you make bath and body products. But I did candles and I did bath and body products. So it can kind of be the same thing. So candle making guide, you could offer a guide that walk people through the process of making their own candles. If you had kits where people can make their own, and that may be a suggestion for some of you candle makers out there. You may want to do a mini kit where they can make one candle and offer just enough fragrance to do it, just enough wax with the wick. You may want to offer that as a thing, right? And so you can offer them a candle making guide with their kit or whatever, right? And this would be great because people are, they want to be creative, they want to do stuff. This would have definitely worked in the panorama, but this is something you could still offer, right? Because especially, do you love our candles? And you may not want to offer something like this, but you can. It may not even be a candle. Maybe you showing them how they can make bath salts. Maybe you making them a sachet that they could put in the drawer, right? Or you know what I'm saying? Like put it together. You can teach them how to do that, right? So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing that you can do is you can offer style tips, like where they can put the candle, where would it look good at, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to place my candle in my home office. I like to place mine in the kitchen because it masks the scents, or it masks the onion smells, or whatever that is for you. I like to put my candle in the living room or whatever. And then this could open up conversation for your customers, right? Like, where do you like to showcase your candle? Show us where you put your candle, right? Now this is interactive. Now this is engaging them to do something. Now this is, asking them questions and asking them to engage with you. Show me where you put your candle. Where's a great suggestion? How do you make your candle last longer? What are your suggestions, right? People will talk into your comment section. That's usually what you want. You want people to be in your comment section having conversations, because a lot of the times when we have content that's not very engaging, people are not talking, maybe we're not posing questions, maybe we're not asking them to engage with us, and so they don't, right? And so this would be something that would be, something that you can do that's creative to ask them to engage with you, right? I'm researching a candle making class. Got you, got you, got you. Another thing you can do is a candle safety list, right? I will send you a safety list with your email address and the 10% or whatever, right? And you can tell them why is it why first of all why is it important for you to maintain candle safety? Why is it important for you to not light your candle for 24 hours? Why is it important for you to trim your wicks? Why is it important for you to remove the debris? A lot of people don't remove the debris out of their candle. And so you want to make sure that you're telling them why, right? Because it could be a fire hazard and we don't want your house to burn down, right? And so this is why it's important for you to remove these things out of the candle, right? And so think about ways that is going to engage them. They're already purchasing your thing. Teach them how they can be safe about it, right? You could also offer a maintenance guide, and that's another thing that you could offer with your, you could even do like a QR code and show them a video of you making the candle, of you showing why it's important for you to remove the debris out of the candle, how you should trim your wick, how you should smother your flame, how you should, put a plate under your candle if that's what you do, right? But you can have a QR code, have them click it, they can see the video, and they can, if you don't want to put it in words, they can go to the video and they can see it, right? So yeah, don't burn your house down. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is the main thing. So these are some ideas that you could have for your freebies, for your lead magnets. You could even have like little calendars, little planners, little affirmation cards, little, different things, whatever has to do with you. You can do something. You can have text messaging. You can have if you give us your phone number, we'll send you daily whatever, right? A prayer or whatever it is that is in line with your branding, right? And so just think of ways that you can be creative. And if you want to do like I did and use AI, you could use a prompt and say, write creative ideas for lead magnets that will not convert, that will engage my customers and engage and interest my customers, making them eager to give me their email or telephone number, but also bring lots of value. I make candles for whomever you make candles for, whatever age they are, and speak in whatever your brand tone is, and it will generate a response for you, and you can take what it gives you, and then you can edit it down to what resonates with you. You don't necessarily have to do exactly what it says. You can see what these ideas are, and then you can even take pieces of the ideas and put them into your own thing and make them work for you. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all with me. We are about to wrap this up. I want to thank you guys so much. While I'm waiting for you guys to let me know if this works for you, I am going to wrap it up. If you guys are watching the replay, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's any topics that you would like for us to discuss, please post down below in the comments. Don't forget to turn on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we are going live or when we having another video come up. Don't forget to join us Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. We are here for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. And I want to say I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow we're definitely going to still be talking about email marketing. So that you guys can get a little bit more familiar and start utilizing it, because you don't want to not utilize it, because this is valuable. This is a valuable thing for you guys to use. So thank you so much for you guys spending your time with me. I hope that this hour investment was worth it to you, and that this is something that you could use and something that you could share with somebody else. And while we're talking about sharing, share this video out with somebody who you think can enjoy it, and tell them subscribe, because we are on the road to 100K right now. We at 20K, and we are trying to get to 100K by December 31st. So make sure you let everybody know. Let me see if you guys are with me. It works. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. Yes, yes, and yes. I will try to make a segment for my email list today. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is definitely something you should do. And I am about to wrap it up, you guys. I thank you so much for rocking with me today and rocking with me to the end. I know you guys are at work. I know you got things to do, but you are here with me, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate you, and I hope that I delivered today, and I hope I gave you something of value. So, with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. We will be talking about email marketing. If there's anything that you would like, any specific area that you would like for me to cover tomorrow, send me a DM and put email marketing. Let that be the topic, so I know exactly what that is, and so that I can answer those questions for you guys tomorrow. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Cheryl says thanks again, Nikki, for great information. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, thank you for the gems. You're welcome. All right, y'all. So with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. And again, I will have a class on the content calendars and things like that. If you are not part of the Honor Society yet, go on over to Bubble Babes, BABEZ, University.com. Click the community, sign up, and if you would like to join the Honor Society, it's an all-access paid membership. You can go on ahead and click the Honor Society. You have access to all previous classes, downloads, new classes, recipes, all of that stuff is there in the Honor Society. So take full advantage of that. And I also want to say that Miss Deltra said that she used our vendors survival kit for her first vending event that she did on the weekend. So I'm going to take her testimonial and I'm going to put that up. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here because I'm rambling. You know I will drag out a goodbye. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Thank you so much for being here with me. And you guys have an amazing day. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.